It's raise time for Alabama's teachers.
More of the same in the weather department, but there is a change coming before the end of the week. We will have the complete forecast details straight ahead.
The Weaver Bearcats have a new head football coach. We'll introduce you to him coming up in sports. EAN Local News starts now.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by WM Grocery, located in Heflin, Wedowee, Roanoke, and in Piedmont.
Good evening, and thank you for watching East Alabama Now Local News for Tuesday, June the 6th. I'm Mike Stedham.
And I'm Katie Edwards.
Alabama teachers will be getting a 2% pay increase in the coming school year, according to an announcement from Governor Kay Ivey's office. While that does not keep pace with the current inflation rate, it does contribute to a total increase of 15% for state teachers during Ivey's term as governor. So far, Ivey has convinced state lawmakers to increase the base salary for Alabama teachers by about $6,000. Ivey's stated goal is to have the starting salary for all of Alabama's teachers to be the highest in the Southeast by the end of her term in office. Todd Ford is a guidance counselor at Welborn High School. He was asked what teachers are saying about this 2% raise.
Oh, I think it's great. I think anything can help, or anything will help. I think we're appreciative of any raises we can get. Any extra money, supplemental money, is always great. So I think that overall, people will be happy about that in addition to what we received before. So I think it's going to go over really well.
The pay raise is included in this $8.8 billion education trust fund budget that was passed last week by the state legislature and signed into law by Governor Ivey. The school budget also increased each teacher's materials allotment to $1,000 a year that must be used for in-classroom items and not for administrative costs. It also requires all local school boards to pay their support staff at least $15 per hour.
At the same time she signed the education budget, Governor Ivey also approved a record $3 billion general fund budget for Alabama. That plan will increase spending for Medicaid, public health, mental health, law enforcement, state prisons, and other non-education state agencies. The budget takes effect on October 1st and calls for a 6% increase in spending over this year. Well, when we return, we'll tell you about a special program for Anniston children that will be held in Zen Park tomorrow.
Since 1993, WM Grocery has been a major part of our local community. WM offers the very best in fresh produce and an outstanding meat department. WM also has many local products not found anywhere else and fresh sushi every day. If you need an event catered, come see Mrs. K at any WM store. Curbside pickup is also available for your online grocery orders. Be sure to download the WM app for all the deals of the week and shopper rewards. Go check them out today at any of their locations.
We take pride in our community and appreciate your business.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Waldrop Manufacturing, metal buildings made right here in Calhoun County.
The city of Anniston will hold its first Wacky Wednesday celebration of the year tomorrow in Zen Park from 10:30 a.m. until 12:30 p.m. The program will include educational activities, Anniston Museum and Gardens live animal shows, games, the splash pad, and more. This is a free event for all, but you can bring some extra cash for the White's Dollar Zone and the occasional food truck that stops by. The city plans to continue this program the first and third Wednesdays in June and July.
A slime camp happened today at Parker Memorial Baptist Church. This camp had kids from all over Calhoun County come and participate. Camp director Laurie Mills says they have been having all kinds of fun today with games and snacks and, of course, experimenting with different slimes.
They've made 3 types of slime this morning. They have made glow slime, under the sea slime, and right now they're working on fluffy slime. and they're going to add in some trinkets and glitter and all kinds of stuff. And we've had a special snack. We've played a game. We've had a lot of fun today.
EAN also had 2 campers who had a lot of fun today as well. Tell us exactly what they were making.
I think it's glow slime. Oh, glow dog slime, I think. And then this is the last. This is blue glow in the dark that we made.
Been having fun though?
So what is it with kids and slime?
Listen, I don't know. I mean, my children have all loved slime from the time they were 2 years old. Well, they still love slime. So
Yes.
I love slime.
Well, my children are a little bit older now, and they're not as much into slime as they were when they were 5 or 6, admittedly. But there's just something about it. And it was the green kind that Nickelodeon had. Remember that?
Well, I do, and now you can make your own slime and add glitter and all kinds of fun things that are
Didn't realize
great
you could add
to,
glitter. That would really make a mess.
Yeah, great to clean up at home.
Oh my goodness.
John Holder joins us now in the EAN Weather Center. John, what kind of weather is on tap for the rest of this week?
Katie and Mike, just not a whole lot of changes coming in the next 2 days for the weather here in East Alabama, but we do have a significant change coming by Friday morning. We will forecast all of those details for you next.
If you've been thinking about a new shed, garage, or metal carport, now is the time to act. Steel prices are rising in 2023 and will continue rising into the next year. Waldrop Manufacturing still has current price stock but is expected to run out as early as June. So call up Waldrop Manufacturing today. The supply is on a first-come, first-served basis. Waldrop Manufacturing, this area's most trusted, reliable steel manufacturer.
Today across East Alabama, literally just 1 or 2 showers popping up. Most folks dry and hot. This was one of the warmest days we've had so far in 2023. 89 for the high today. That's actually a little bit above the average. The morning low 63, a rapid warm up from this morning to this afternoon. Record low and record high temperatures. Look at that record low, 52 degrees all the way back in 1949. The record high 101 in 1985. And the sunrise and sunset times there you see as we are getting longer days, less than 2 weeks away from the official start of summertime. Weather on your street tonight, Nelson Road in Oxford, that's on the west side of town, right under Coldwater Mountain. Few storms possible out there. Chance of rain tonight about 40%. Most of that will be early in the evening. Anything that develops out there will be gone by about 10 o'clock tonight. Other than that, partly cloudy skies. 63 for the low tonight in Oxford on Nelson Road. Coming up on Wednesday, same forecast, different day. That's what we're talking about. It's the same forecast, but it's just a different day in the week. That's really the only change that's coming. Morton Road out at McClellan, beautiful area out there. We're going to hit 89 degrees once again, about a 20% chance of an afternoon pop-up shower thunderstorm with the heating of the day on Morton Road at McClellan. And for the rest of the week, well, we've got more of the same for Thursday, but by Friday, cool nights are coming our way. Webster's Road out in Duke in northern Calhoun County. It will be nice and cool out there. Usually when you get in a place like Duke, the temperatures are usually 2 or 3 degrees cooler than maybe in the city. They will have not only 80s for highs, but we're going to see some upper 50s for lows by Thursday night and Friday night. And out in Duke, they might even see some mid 50s when they wake up on Friday and Saturday morning. The 7-day forecast looking like this, and you'll see the big difference coming is Friday and Saturday mornings, 57 degrees as we mentioned to you yesterday. No chance of rain in the forecast. This is a dry shot of air that's coming in, and that means not any moisture to work with. So even though the temperatures are not going to vary much, we'll still be in the mid to upper 80s on Friday and Saturday. Lowered humidity and dew point values, no chance of rain in the afternoon and evening hours. Look at those lows, 57 degrees on both Friday and Saturday mornings. Does not last for long. By Sunday, we're right back up into the 80s for highs once again. And look at those showers and thunderstorms coming back. About a 50-50 chance of showers. As a matter of fact, by Sunday night, we may be looking at very high rain chances, around 70%. But those rain chances will be coming back to East Alabama for sure by the back half of the weekend. Let's talk about what's happening with air quality and your health. This is summertime, and we don't normally think about this at any other time of the year, but it can be muggy, it can be humid, and it can be hazy at this this time of year. And that's because you take the air pollutants you see where we don't have a lot of winds at this time of year, and we can have some air quality issues. And for folks that have asthma and things like that, the air quality in the summertime can affect you and have things like headaches and fatigue, difficulty breathing for those folks, asthma attacks, irritated throat, increased coughing, irritated eyes and sinuses. So poor air quality, we don't have that a lot here, but as we get into especially the dog days of July and August, when the temperatures heat up even more and the air is really stagnant, that's when we see some of the air quality issues. So be careful with that later on this summer. There is a new head football coach of the Weaver Bearcats, and Chase Robinson is about to tell you who that is now in sports.
Thanks, John. The Weaver Bearcats have a new leader on the football field. Ken Kofer was approved today by the Calhoun County Board of Education as the 9th head football coach in Weaver football history. Kofer is a Jacksonville State graduate with 25 years of coaching experience in Georgia as both an assistant and a head coach. He spent the last 2 years as the offensive coordinator at Cleburne County. Kofer says that one thing he has learned along the way that he'll be bringing to Weaver is working hard in the weight room.
I think a strength program, that I learned from some of the good ones. I didn't invent the stuff. I just paid attention. So strength and keeping things a little bit more simple as I've gotten older, offensively, defensively. But we still get after people's behinds now. We're going to be aggressive in every phase of the game. We want our kids being that way in everything that they do, every athletic event that they do. But especially with us during football and lifting weights, we want aggression and we want some of that mental toughness, and that's what we're going to push to get.
With this hire coming in June, just a couple of months away from the season, Coach Kofer will meet with the players and coaches today to set the expectations and standard for the program as they begin preparation for the season.
Just getting the kids there, knowing what the expectations are and the standards are. They've already won state championships in wrestling. They had a great track season this past year, so they're winning there except football wise. So we're going to push it the same way right there. They know how to win. We just got to get it in football season.
There were other hires that were approved today at the Calhoun County Board of Education meeting. Weaver promoted Andy Fulmer to head softball coach from the assistant coach position. At Pleasant Valley, Blake Muncher was approved as the head girls basketball coach, and Dalton Turner was promoted from interim to the head baseball coach. Welborn's Todd Lumpkin was approved as the boys basketball coach, and Ashlyn Dempsey was approved as girls basketball coach for the Panthers. And a couple of White Plains hires as Clay Sprayberry was approved as the girls basketball coach, and Lex Muncher has been promoted from interim to head softball coach. We also want to tell you about the FCA Home Run Derby that is next Monday night, June 12th at Choccolocco Park. This was originally scheduled for May 23rd, but was postponed due to rain. 20 baseball players from Calhoun County will be competing in the Home Run Derby. It is open to the public. They're just asking for a donation for admission. So come support FCA and cheer on the guys in the Home Run Derby. That's it for sports. Let's go back over to Mike and Katie.
Thank you for watching East Alabama Now Local News.
Please check back with us every weekday evening around 6:30 on either Facebook or YouTube to see what's been happening in your community. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave us a comment while you're there.
We'll see you back here Wednesday for your news on your schedule.